I have been asked a number of times how I do maintenance on the road, especially on these long motorcycle trips. In this video, I'm gonna tell you everything. There are no secrets and everything is very simple if you have just a basic knowledge about your motorcycle. Alright, let's do it. Now at the moment I am somewhere between Irkutsk and Krasnoyarsk. I just pull over from the main road in this village to film this video for you guys. It is Sunday, but you will probably see it on Monday, so there will be a few days delay, and when you watch this video I will be probably around Novosibirsk or a little bit further. Anyway, the topic, how to do maintenance while you're on the road. First thing that you have to understand, and I said this many times, but I'm gonna say it again, everything you do before the trip will help you during the trip. So basically I did 90% of the maintenance before the trip. What does it mean? The most difficult part, or the most hard part to do on this motorcycle, on my Tenere, is to change the spark plugs. And I already did it before the trip. The motorcycle was on 27,000 kilometers when I changed the spark plugs, and they were in the specifications. And this gave me the indications that if I have a new spark plugs now, they will last probably at least 30,000 kilometers. My trip is going to be 30 or probably 35,000 kilometers, but I can take the risk with the new spark plugs. I also have a spare with me in the case they fail. But as I said, it's a difficult procedure, the tank needs to be removed, it cannot really be done on the road. It could, but it will take a lot of time. The second part that is difficult to do on the road is to change the chain. And the chain that I have, I fit before the trip. The last chain that I've got, the stock chain, last 27,000 kilometers, it was stretched a bit, but it was fine. So that's why I believe that if I have a new chain now, it will last this 30,000 or 35,000 kilometers without the need to change it. I also changed the sprockets before the trip, front and rear. And the chain now, as you can see, is dirty, but it is still fine. It is still in the specifications after 25,000 kilometers. You can see that it stretched a little bit, but not that bad. I can tighten it one more time. I already did it once. I can do it one more time and it will last the journey. And I never worry much about the chain, as most of the people. I never clean the chain, never ever. I just spray it once per day, usually when I stop riding. That's it. And I'm sure that it will last the whole journey. I cannot really understand this obsession of people to worry so much about the chain, to clean it every 2 days or every week and then do something different. For me, this is just not necessary. But anyway, that is me. All right, the rest of the things. Air filter. The air filter of this model is here under the seat. So it is very easy for me to remove the seat, clean the filter, because I have K&N filter. I can clean it and put it back again. And I did it once when I finished the trip to Magadan. When I went to Magadan and come back after all of this dust, I actually was in Chita, opened the air filter, wash it, lube it and put it back again. So on the road you don't need to carry all of these washing materials that they usually provide for the air filters. I just wash it with hot water and soap. And it was not that dirty, it was perfectly clean after just a few minutes with hot water and soap. And of course after that I spray it with a spray for filters. One of the bikers that I met in Chita got with him. If not, you can do it with a simple spray for chain, non-off-road, for off-road, which is not with Teflon in, or with a normal oil that you have in your motorcycle. This is about the maintenance. Oil change, yeah, now because my trip is long, requires a lot of oil changes. They need to be done on the road. But my motorcycle is very simple. To change the oil is a simple procedure. It actually takes 10 minutes. And so far I did it twice. Once in Novosibirsk when I was going up. Second time when I did it, I was in Magadan already. First time was on 10,000 kilometers, then on another 7,000 kilometers. Now I'm gonna do it once again when I reach Samara. It will be another 9,000 kilometers, and probably once again somewhere around Poland. But I do not have any oils with me or any oil filters, because oils you can find basically everywhere. In all big towns or cities around the world, you will find oils and oil filters. Here now in Russia, because of all of these sanctions and everything, it's a little bit more complicated, but still not a problem. In Novosibirsk I even found Motorex oil, and I use Motorex oil. In Magadan I couldn't find Motorex, but I found Motul oil. I found oil filters in Novosibirsk and Magadan as well. So this is also not a problem. To change your oil on the road requires 10 minutes and you can do it. Usually I do it in this bike post or in some friends that I met on the road, but you can ask in the local garages. If you don't have any friends or you do not meet anyone, you can ask a local garage to use their infrastructure for a few minutes. Of course you'll pay a few dollars, but you can do it, so you don't need to dispose the oil into the soil or something like that. Anyway, the rest of the maintenance. Brake pads. My front brake pads at the moment got 50,000 kilometers and they're still fine. They still got like 50% of their life. I don't know, they're very well taught or made, I don't know. I have 4 different brake pads and they're all together. They're fine. The rear finished every 8 to 10,000 kilometers. I already got 4 sets. No, 3 sets already used, and I've got two more with me. At the moment I've got, this is the 3rd set that I've got, and I'm sure that it will last another probably 2 to 3,000 kilometers, and then I'm gonna change it probably in Samara. To do so is very easy. Again, it takes like 10 minutes. I even did it in one of the videos to show you. I did it for 7 minutes. You just remove this, put the rest, and it is fine. And this is basically everything that I have to do on the road in terms of maintenance. No, but of course there is one very important factor that plays a big role here. I have very simple motorcycle. That's why I always believe that the key to go and the key to travel is to have a very simple motorcycle, which one you can basically maintain by yourself on the road without any hassles, any problems. And this will be everything. The rest of the things, like the oil in the forks, I don't need to do it very often. And I also did it when I changed the springs on my motorcycle. Before the trip I changed the springs, I changed the oil, so it is fresh. The shock, you don't need to do anything with the shock. I don't need to touch the antifreeze because it's not something that you have to do on the road. So there is nothing really to do on the motorcycles like this. But again, it's a very simple motorcycle without all of these electronics and things, and it is simple to maintain on the road. So basically every time when I stop somewhere on the petrol station or place like this, I can put motorcycle on the center stand and I can see the oil from here. I can see that I have oil. Then I can see the antifreeze by just shaking the motorcycle. I can see the antifreeze is there. So I can basically visually check everything and prove that everything is alright, and I don't need to do anything. But once again, if you do all of this maintenance in advance, if you do the maintenance properly in advance, you will avoid all of these procedures on the road. And this is the rule that I always follow, and the rule that always helps me, and I cannot see any reason that this rule won't helps you as well. So this will be basically everything. Now I will end this video and continue my trip. If you want to know more about my current location or current situation on my trip, just follow my second channel, Motorcycle Adventures Life. Motorcycle Adventures Life, yeah. The link will be in the description. Over there, almost daily, I upload short updates, how it's going, how everything it is, and so on and so on. Alright, so I hope that this video will be useful to at least one person to make his trips easy. See you in the next. Ciao. Ciao.